Hello again and welcome back to Portal 2. I am of course Zaid, and instead of just doing cube today, I have a very special episode where we're actually going to do a lightning round. And by that I mean we're going to do 5 chambers today instead of just the one. The reason for this is kind of apparent when you look at cube. It's tiny, and I figure I can do it pretty fast. I'm just going to pretty much show you the solution, get out of there. So, let's get into it. And this is cube, or the entry chamber. And I need to stop specifying that. I'm sure you can realize it's an entry chamber, since they all look similar with different things on the walls. But anyway, here we are, with the entry door way up there. 3 cubes, a laser receiver, angled platforms, and more laser receivers. Now, hint, that laser receiver is bad because it controls these angled platforms, but these are good because they control the door. So, let's solve this puzzle. I said I was just going to be fast about this, so let's take this one. We don't want that because we're going to want those angles. I'm going to put this here. If you're not confident in your ability to move left and right in straight lines, which I am only barely confident in, then I would advise putting it just straight down the middle, because that's where you're going to need it. Because see, I just failed there. You know what, I'm going to put it straight in the middle, just in case. Actually, we don't need quite straight. We can do that and still get it done. Yeah, well, we might need to angle it some more. Oh well. So what you're going to do is face towards the black side of this map, and then drop the cube on the angled platform, so the laser points that direction. Now that might be unintuitive, and it also might be unintuitive that there's portable space that you're not going to be using. But ignore that, that's all misdirection. So is this. Well, not really, it's correct direction. So now what we're going to do is plop this cube well, we're going to plop this cube down on top of it. Which you heard it work for a second there. You didn't see it, because I wasn't looking at the door. Let's just push it back in that direction. What's going on here? There we go. I don't know why it's kind of a little crooked there to get it to work. It normally just works with them both right on top of each other. But anyway, so now we've unlocked this light bridge, which is now when we need to use those portals we have to make a nice little path out. That's not going to work. Okay, well that'll just have to do. Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, there we go. And that was cube. On to the next one. We're now in rectangular prison, which is a pun or play on words on rectangular prism. Aren't I clever? Anyway, so you'll notice that we're in a cage, aka prison. For good reason, the puzzle's below us, and we have to interact with it via portals. Now, this is a very clever idea, but it led to the discovery of a glitch we'll see in a later chamber, the gimmick chamber I mentioned. Depth square, as it were. Now we need this going that way. You have to use a bit of momentum in this, but you don't want to go overboard. So there we go. Laser through first receiver. And you can see we have this open. Let's put one down there. Oh, wrong one. Well, that's okay. I'll just make a new one. Now we need to redirect it that way. And there we go. Oh, darn it. Well, actually, that'll work. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll be fine. So then over there. In fact, that'll work way easier than normal. Yeah, you just have to push them around, shove them around, get them through that laser thing, and then into this laser receiver, which you can't see, but that's the whole point of using portals in this map, is so you can see over in that corner. I thought it was a pretty clever puzzle mechanic. and I really loved it, but because of the gimmick that I discovered, I never put it into a larger chamber. I also like this chamber because it reminds me of Disconnect, and that you're operating a puzzle from a distance. But that was Rectangular Prison. On to the next. And here we are in Blue Cube, which is sort of a parody on Blue Moon, so it can only be appreciated if sung. Blue cube, I saw you standing alone, not a dream in my heart. Okay, now you might have loved that, but I don't really know the rest of the lyrics, so we're gonna stop there and go into the chamber before I embarrass myself by saying something wrong, which I might have already done. Now I love this effect, so I had to, of course, enunciate. It's simple. I had to use it in a chamber. Bounce, bounce. Now, in this chamber we have a button, which produces a light bridge. So now we have to use this light bridge and a portal to get up there. Now, there's an interesting thing that happens when a ball of goo, blue goo, hits the backside of a light bridge. It actually coats both sides of the light bridge. Now, you have a limited amount of time to do this, so you have to pretty much do it as fast as you can. Maybe this will work better. Changing the distance kind of helps get up there easier. I just need to wait for another one. This chamber can give me some trouble, just because of its time nature. Nope, stop. So we might be in here at a hot second. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Well, that sort of worked. Okay. What? What was that? There we go. See, nice and smooth. Only took me 4, 3, something like that tries. Anyway, that was Blue Cube. It's short, simple, sweet, involves blue gel, which is always fun. Now we're going on to... I don't know, but we'll see. And I'll see you there. Oh, I remember now. The next chamber is Bravery Box, and that's where we are. Now, I submitted this one and Cubes into RageGamingVideos. The links to those timestamps will be below. They're in 2 separate videos. One from 2013, one from, I think, 2014. Because I made this chamber with all the other 5, but then I just submitted it way later. Because I wanted to. Don't judge me. So this might seem impossible, but I assure you, you just have to get uncomfortably close to this death grid. And aim pretty much directly at the button. Oh, not uncomfortably close enough. Come on. It's doable. There we go. Oh, that's so scary. You gotta be brave. That's what's called Bravery Box. Now this is a one-time press button. Well, down here. It's not up there. Because you'll notice this button does 2 things. Turns off lasers, opens door. But if you step off of it, it keeps door open, but turns back on lasers. Some nice, clever, behind-the-scenes stuff going on there. Also, the reason this is here is merely as a test of bravery. Because eye-level lasers, or Ls for short, can't be seen by the player, which is really silly and can get you killed if you aren't aware they're coming. So, yeah. It's also because if you press this button and you think that these might kill you, you might not press the button, rather. But anyway, around the corner, we have a light bridge and a cube. Let's get that cube out of its prison. This cute little companion cube in all its pink and hearty glory. I guess I shouldn't say hearty, that's kind of a weird... Well, hardy. Anyway, I'm not going to go into a pirate accent, even though I should, because it'd be comedic. Wow. Did I really just break down comedy? Anyway. A little bit lower. Because you want to be able to make this jump, and if you're too high, you're just going to bounce into the ceiling and fall. So, Here we go. And there we are. That's Bravery Box, which I believe is a reference to Brave Little Toaster. I'm not entirely positive about that, since toasters aren't necessarily boxes. But anyway, shout out to Brave Little Toaster! And all his friends. Anyway, I really need to stop saying anyway, by the way, because it's become my catchphrase. On to the next chamber. And if you've been paying attention, you might be able to figure out which chamber this one is. It's depth square. Now, I've hinted at this one before, it is a gimmick chamber. And you'll notice something familiar, which might explain the gimmick that I found. Yes, that's right. Cubes ignore gratings when going through portals. Now, you can't put a cube back through the grating. It doesn't work. But when it's coming from the other direction, it just falls straight through. And I could just keep doing this. And it just keep falling through. I don't know why this happens. Obviously it's a bug or a glitch that was never fixed. And I never took advantage of it because I felt like I would be being a dick to do so. So yeah, that's depth square. The most annoying of all my maps, probably, because it's painfully obvious to me and not so obvious to others, more than likely. And that's all the chambers for today. I don't know what I'll be touching on next, but it'll probably not be until Monday, because these are going to be a weekday thing until I'm done with them. I only have so many chambers on my workshop. I'm doing all of them. So, yeah. I will see you when I see you. For now, peace out.